Hello! Welcome everyone! How are you guys? It's Damask Live, Thursday at 1 p.m., the craftiest 15 minutes of your entire week. And after last week's Cheeky Hut, we had to follow up today with something equally awesome. So I'm bringing you today the very first look at a brand new product from We Are Memory Keepers that you are going to love, I promise. I'm going to show you all the ins and outs of it. But first, I just want to give you guys a couple of really important announcements that you don't want to miss. The first thing is that starting next week, I'm here every Thursday at 1 p.m. Starting next week, we're going to start doing weekly giveaways on Damask Live for two people. One person who watches live and one person who watches after the show is over. So make sure you're watching. I know we're getting a lot of new viewers today because of our special We Are Memory Keepers reveal. So if you're new, make sure you're following the page so that you'll know when we're going live, because I'll show you what we have. One of the, Nene, you want to pass me the tote bag? We're going to be giving away the brand new Craft is in Session tote bag that we just brought in, and it's going to be filled with awesome goodies. So I just had to get that out of the way. I'm super excited about it, but really what I'm excited about right now is the brand new We Are Memory Keepers Precision Plus. This is the first time you're seeing it, so come close, friends, because I'm going to show you all about it. This right here is the precision press that you may be familiar with. This is the first edition. We have updated it and made it super cool. As I'm working with it, if you have questions, send them in. We've got Nina on the ones and twos who will be taking all of your questions as you ask them. So let's get right into it. This right here is part of the Precision Press Plus. This is the Precision Press base of the new Precision Press. And what you'll notice is, wait a second, there's something missing here. Oh, no, friends. Nothing is missing. There's only things to be added. With the Precision Press Plus base, you're getting the stamping press, which is going to function just like the previous one, which will allow you to stamp precisely. But then, my friends, you're also getting the stamping, or the template for text. The text type, I believe it's called the typography template plate. So this will allow you to create even perfect lettering, and I'll show you how that one works. But then this, I think, is my favorite. This is the Stencil Clip, friends. These all three slide right into this kind of track right here. So if you can see, I can clip it in, slide it in, pop it into place, and now I have a perfect place to put my stencil. So I'm gonna start creating right now so that you guys can see just how awesome this tool is to use. But basically what we've done is we've allowed you the ability to change out your tool with just one slide in and out. So I can now use this to create perfect lettering, and you're gonna get all of those alphabet stamps with your Precision Press Plus. So I can do that, or if I'm done with that, I can slide that right back out super easily, and then I can slide in the stamping plate just like that. So see how easy that is? So we've taken one tool and really turned it into three. So how awesome is that? If you love it as much as I do, make sure you're sharing, make sure you're giving me those hearts. We love to see the hearts coming through. Make sure you're liking this, and really you should be sharing this with all of your other friends who love crafting, because this tool is not just for stamping anymore, it's for doing a ton of different things. So I'm going to show you how I love to use it. You are going to ask your questions, you're going to hang out with me, we're going to have a great time. Okay.
Is it magnetic this time?
Is it no? So, I'm so glad someone asked. There are no magnets involved with the Precision Press Plus. I actually really like that. I have a 2-year-old at home, and the thought of little magnets around him kind of freaked me out because I'm afraid he's going to try and swallow one. So this does not have any magnets. What it has is this textured base, which allows you to put your paper in place and is not going to budge. It doesn't slide around. So that's going to keep your paper in place rather than having to use magnets. The other really great thing about this tool is there are no edges here. It's totally flat, which means not only can I stamp something that's the side of a card, but if I wanted to stamp something larger that's going to hang off the edge, I can do that because I don't have something here blocking my way. Okay, great questions. Keep them coming. Let's start crafting. I think I'm going to start with the stencil because I think for me, that's one of the additions that I'm really excited about. So I'm going to slide in the stencil clip, just like that. I'm gonna turn it towards me, but you guys will just kind of have to envision how this would work. With the stencil clip, you have this clip here, and right here underneath the clip is a plastic base. That means that when I put a stencil in place, like this one actually comes with the bundle that is available right now on hsn.com. I can put the stencil right in here, and it's not gonna move because of that grip. So let's see, I'm going to, I got this notebook, and I think this is a cool way to demonstrate how functional this stencil clip is, because I can put a notebook down here where it hangs off of the edge. So I think I'm gonna do it this way, probably is the best way to do it. And I have these stencils already. These are some stencils I already own, and I'm gonna clip them right into place, and now I don't have to worry about my stencil moving. All I have to do is hold my paper because it hangs off the edge. Now, I'm going to, while we do this, show you one of my favorite ways to stencil. How many of you are familiar with texture paste? Have you ever used this before? I'm kind of brand new to it. I was afraid of it for a long time. It comes like this, and it comes in a little jar like this. And if you've used this before or heard of it, hit me with a heart or a like so I know that you are familiar. Also, make sure you're commenting, liking, and sharing this whole time. And I always keep forgetting to tell you guys, make sure you're following Damask Love on Facebook, because that way I know you guys get all of the, we try to only give you like awesome content. We don't bombard you with stuff that's gonna drive you nuts. So make sure you're following us. Yes, it sounds like we have a question.
Yep, can you use stamps that have been removed from their wood block?
Can you use stamps that have been removed from their wood block? Actually, I'm pretty sure you could. For those who are not familiar, if you get a wood block stamp, you can peel back that red rubber, and as long as it has some clinging to the surface, you can absolutely do that. I think that would work just fine. So you really can get creative. I love how creative people get with their We Are Memory Keepers tool. So I'm just using this stencil, and actually I don't even need to hold it in place because the clip is gonna do the work for me. So I'm gonna smear some of that textured paste on there. I've tinted it with paint. And the nice thing about this is I don't have to hold my stencil so that I'm not getting my fingers messy. I can really get right up to the edge of that design. So I'm stenciling right here on the front of this notebook with this palm leaf pattern, just like that. And then here's the other thing I like. Now, with this stencil, I have some room here, but if, for example, you covered your entire stencil, you can use the clip to lift it up. You don't have to touch the stencil. So I can flip it right back. Ah, look at that pretty palm leaf. Oh my goodness, I love it. So pretty. So if you're into mixed media, journaling, or anything like that, you can create really perfect stencil art with the stencil clip on your Precision Press Plus. Another quick tip about the Precision Press Plus stencil clip. This is what I love. You can stencil here, but if you wanted to stencil something really large, you could actually just flip the whole thing flat and use the stencil this way. So you could use a larger work surface. Does that make sense? I'm just trying to give you guys as many ideas as I can, because you're gonna want this, and if you're gonna spend the money on it, I want you to use it as many ways as you possibly can. All right, so let's move the stencil clip out of the way. And now I'm going to move to the text plate. Thank you. Oh my God, my brain. So I'm going to slide that right in place. I already have my text lined up on here. You're going to receive these alpha stamps with the bundle that's available at hsn.com. Now, here's my tip. When you're setting these up, and you're going to be doing it, I'm doing it facing me. You're going to arrange the stamps backwards and upside down, so that they stamp the right way when you flip it this way. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, one of my favorite ways to use this, because I was thinking, why would I use, what would be the biggest reason I would use something like this? When would I want to create custom text? Well, here's one of the ways. I've actually run into this problem before with invitations. So these are some, because thinking Christmas in July, does anyone else do Christmas in July, or am I the only one? I have these cards that I actually designed a year or two ago for Cricut. And so I cut them out with my Cricut Explore, but I need to fill in the invitation information. Now I can handwrite it, but my handwriting starts out really pretty, and then by the end it's terrible. So that's not a great option. So what I can do now is I can line up those stamps with the information for my invitation, add a little bit of ink, and then flip it right down. Oops, let me move my paper to where I want it to be, right there, and press down. Okay? Done. One invitation done. So let's keep stamping invitations. While everyone else in the world is either still filling them out or paying lots of money to have custom invitations printed, I can stamp mine over and over again in the exact same place every single time, just like that. How awesome. So that's one of the ways I really love using that text feature that we can now use on the Precision Press Plus. If you're looking for it, if you're loving it, like this, share it with everyone else because people are going to want to see this. This is the first time we're sharing this tool. I'm super excited. Don't tell anybody, but I'm the one who gets to share it with you. Come on, that's pretty cool, right? Make sure you're letting all of your other creative, crafty friends know. Anyone who loves a cool tool, you're going to love this. So I'm going to stamp one last invitation. If I didn't talk so much, I could have been done a long time ago. All right. I stamped 3 invitations. Now I'm going to show you another way I like to use this. I've already set it up here, but what about envelopes? If you're doing a ton of envelopes and you want to put a return address on there, you can totally do that. I'm going to put a piece of paper down here just to protect my board because I inked up another stamp just now. But all I've done is I've used the lowercase alpha stamps. I'm going to close my Precision Press Plus, press down here, open, and I've created a custom stamped envelope. And I can just keep going and going and going, stamping in the exact same place every single time with my address. So if you can think, I would love to hear your ideas for how you would use this feature, this stamp or the typeset plate with your Precision Press Plus. I'd love to know how you would use it because I know for me, this is a super easy way to do it. And I like that I can put a few different configurations of letters all on one plate. Okay.
Wedding invites.
Wedding invitations, exactly. I mean, you know, I was just looking online and I think Mama Elephant, some of you may be familiar with that brand, they just came out with a stamp set that says you're invited and it's beautiful. So if you want to make your own custom invitations because you love making handmade things, well, this is a great way to add the information and stamp that also and have that handmade kind of quality. Okay. Where is, yes?
Someone wants to know if it's available anywhere else besides HSN.
So right now, don't quote me on this, but I think that the only place right now it's available is on hsn.com. And if you go on hsn.com and search Precision Press Bundle, you'll see that there is a Precision Press Plus bundle. You'll see that the bundle comes with not only the tool and all of the add-on plates, but you're going to get stamps, envelopes, stencils, so a bunch of different things. So you're getting a lot more than you're going to be able to get like when you buy it on retail. So just check it on hsn.com. I don't know that it's available anywhere else. All right. I just put on the stamping plate on top. This is the one that we're most familiar with because this tool started out as a stamping tool, but as I've shown you, we have lots of other things we can do with it now. But one of the great ways to use this is for those layered stamps. You know, the ones that kind of have dimensional look. I actually don't have any right now. Somebody help me. Why don't I have any layered stamps right now? But I am going to show you another way that I love to use this tool, and that is for using my dies. So a lot of us have these, right? We have a stamp set and we have coordinating dies that go with it. Well, it can be kind of a pain to match up the stamp and the die all of the time, every time you want to stamp it. Well, I'm going to show you what I like to do using the Precision Press Plus to fix that problem. What I did is I went ahead and I used my dies and cut them out of a black piece of paper, just like this. So I ran them through, you know, you might have a Cuttlebug, you might have an Evolution, you might have a Big Shot, whatever it is that you have, cut out a bunch of those shapes onto one sheet of cardstock. It's really nice because a lot of little shapes will fit onto one space. All right, now that I've done that, this is kind of like my puzzle piece template kind of thing. Then I cut out my shapes from another piece of white cardstock. So I'm going to set those aside. But here's the trick. I'm now going to take my stamps and place them face down. Can you guys see what I'm doing? If anyone has questions about what I'm doing, please, please ask. Because this is a trick that I really love, and I want you guys to love it as much as I do. So I'm taking my stamps, placing them stamp side down into each one of those little kind of puzzle piece holes that I created when I cut, okay? This is a technique that I love using because I can stamp now, however many, like 10 10 different images all at one time rather than having to do them one at a time. And I know that they're gonna be precise every single time I do it. All right, I'm just gonna do those for now, but you can see I could have filled in the rest there. Then I'm going to close the lid on my Precision Press Plus, and I'm gonna gently press down like that, okay? That is gonna make these stamps stick to the top. So now my stamps are perfectly lined up with my template. Now all I have to do is take my pieces of paper that I cut, and I cut a bunch because this is a great thing to do ahead of time if you want to kind of get a little assembly line going. Stick them in. You can't see because it's white on white, but I'm putting the stamps back into their home. I'm going to make sure I got all the ones that have a spatula. And this is a stamp set from Lawn Fawn. Does anybody have this stamp set out there? Did I put one there? Here's a spatula. I think I have everything except the hot dog. Okay, there we go. Okay, now that we've got everybody in place, I'm going to ink this up. I'm gonna use a bigger ink pad. This is Stays On ink, and this one I like because I can color it after I'm done with my, my alcohol markers, whatever kind of marker you like to use. Ink those up, and before it dries, we're just gonna close it down, press down, get a good hard impression there, and then, look at that, so cute. They all stamp in the right place every single time. And so I can keep doing that over and over again using this template to get perfect, oh, I forgot to put a stamp there. Perfect alignment of those little stamps every single time, so then I can have a bunch of them on hand and then create cute little cards like this one. Let's catch up. So cute. So those are the 3 ways that I love to use this tool. I'm sure you guys are going to figure out a ton of different ways. If for some reason you're just tuning in, let me tell you, we're going over the first look at the We Are Memory Keepers Precision Press Plus. I'm going to give you one more look at kind of how this works. If you want to see me doing more of this, you can tune in next week on Tuesday. We're having 24-hour craft day on HSN. So I will be on throughout the day showing you this tool along with a bunch of others. So this is a Precision Press Plus. Unlike the original, this one comes with the plate or the base, but you have this swivel top right here that allows you to interchange whatever tool you want to use. So I can put on my stamping plate, I can put on my Stencil Clip, which I love this new feature, or I can put on my type plate. So you can use all 3 of these with the bundle that's available at hsn.com. You can get these along with stencils, the alphabet stamps, and with everything you need to kind of start using this straight out of the box. If you have any more questions, we're getting ready to wrap up, but I do want to make sure that everyone gets their questions answered. If you have questions and you're watching this later when this is all over, send them in, sister. I will keep looking and I will keep reading and answering your questions as they go. Make sure you're sharing this with all of your crafty stamper, paper crafty friends so that we can all get familiar with this tool. So I guess we'll finish it off with we should catch up. We should catch up next week, next Tuesday on Damask Live at 1 p.m. And oh yeah, Valerie's reminding me that next week we're gonna start by giving away a tote bag full of Damask Love's favorite crafting supplies. Next week, we're gonna be giving away this tote bag along with a ton of other supplies, so make sure you're following us so that you can tune in and watch. We're giving away 2 tote bags every show. One to a live viewer, one to a viewer who watches afterward. I'm so excited, you guys, to give these things out. You're not gonna believe how awesome the contents are gonna be. In the meantime, head over to hsn.com, pick up your Precision Press Plus, or watch me next Tuesday on Thursday. Or this coming Tuesday. Well, watch me this coming Tuesday on HSN. Then the next 2 days later on Thursday, watch me here on Damask Live. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm a glutton for punishment. There's never a dull day around here. Okay, thanks for watching. I've had a blast. I'll see you next time. Bye.